Well, hello, and welcome to another video. Phil was on some of his bullshit again today. He is still fantasizing about playing LTG and getting most likely smoked by him. And whining and bitching about the quote-unquote abysmal support last night. So yeah, shout out to Snore Hogan. It's been a while since we watched Snore Hogan video. The last few have been duties and all that. But yeah, we're gonna. Oh my god, I did it again. I somehow left. I somehow forgot to throw it into my headset. But yeah, I have it on two times. So
I'm in here early today. Usually I'm running late and I got a million things going on. Today, I actually was a little early because my wife went to work
oh,
and
I
she
was
gets up
up a
early, and
little
so I ended up
early.
getting up early. And basically I finished everything.
You know what, Phil? I was up early today. You wanna know what I did? I got up at 7:30, ran out, ran to the store, stopped, got some coffee, came home, watched a little bit of duty stream, and then I went out and did yard work. That's what I did today, Phil. What did you do today? Please enlighten us.
Early I came in here, I was like, wow, I just realized I've like caught up on most stuff. There's a few other things I'd like to do. I would actually like to possibly even spruce up and update some more animations or add more animations to the
Oh
streams, which I can do.
God.
With
Yeah,
sound
more
effects.
ways for
I
you
got a
to
few.
give me
I'm thinking
money and
about
get shit animations.
perhaps a Sonic the Hedgehog one, perhaps maybe some classic Street Fighter ones, stuff like that.
No one cares,
So
Phil.
I want to work on that. I haven't had a chance. Outside of that, though, like I'm
The
pretty
fuck
much,
is that Donkey
up to
Kong
speed on everything that's
animation?
going on.
Like,
So I didn't have anything to really do this morning. I was like, oh, all right, well, we'll just start the stream early. We'll hang out longer because usually I'd start talking with you guys around 11:30. It's 11:17, so I guess we'll just hang out. How's my day been so far today, Kylo Ren? Pretty good. Like I said, I got up early because my wife had to get up early for work, so I was up early doing stuff around the house, chores and housekeeping stuff, and the usual, shaved, showered, all that jazz, and got in here and realized I was like, oh, uh, I was like, oh, I don't really have anything extra to do today. The only thing that, like I said, I want to work on is maybe some more animations.
dude,
Taking out some of the older legacy animations and adding.
You need to stop with the animations. Your animations are shit. What did I just press? I pressed. Oh, what the fuck?
Newer ones. And I like the classic gaming stuff right
Oh
now.
yeah,
You put, like a sound effect for Mario,
yeah.
a sound effect for Sonic, and it's real fast. I like that. So I might do some more. But outside of that, that's the only thing I can think of that I want to improve. So I didn't really have much to do. I said I'll just jump on the stream and talk with you guys this morning. Oh, Toasty Chestnuts was banned in May. Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. I banned someone in May. It's August.
Oh.
You're in the chat complaining and asking me to unban someone. Are you insane?
I mean, why wouldn't they be?
No wonder I don't remember. How could I possibly remember? I don't remember what I did yesterday. You think I remembered a random ban that happened in May?
Yeah, you also don't remember half the shit you do. You don't remember banning people. You don't remember the shit you say either. That's why you retcon everything. All your lies you don't remember.
What a ridiculous request. Send me money. You guys are so full of crap, you know that he probably has another account anyway. You're so full of baloney. Based in Red Pill to know that's never going to happen because we haven't talked about this in days, which I'm glad because it finally calmed down. So here's the deal, all right? Every year, Evo comes along. And every year, Evo weekend, which was not this weekend, but last weekend, so now it's old news. Every year, I'm like, if only LTG would stop being a bum and stop being an idiot and actually want to do business and actually want to create something on the internet that people actually want to see instead of the crap that he makes every day, he would come out of his shell and his little safe space, and he would do some content with me. And we would do a set, like a challenge set. And it could be multiple fighting games, whatever. We could figure it out. We could talk shit, whatever. And the internet would love it. The internet would hype it up. Because it's not just about the FGC. It's about outside of the FGC having that crossover appeal. And we would have crossover appeal into many, many different groups. People really want to see this. It's already been shown. People hyping it up. Oh my God, why
no one cares about you and LTG, Phil. No one does. Apps, the only person that does is you. You are the only one that cares. No one gives a fuck about watching you play fighting games. We really don't.
do you think every time I tweet, I get hundreds
Only
of likes and retweets whenever this is, discussed, right? So every year I tweet the guy or I talk about him, and every year he pussies out like a bitch, a complete bitch. He just wants nothing to do with it because he knows he's going to lose. It has nothing to do with the fact that, oh, it's a collab and you want my attention. I don't want his attention. I just want to be.
Yes, you do. You won LT. You. Here's the thing. If it came down to LTG versus DSP, I would probably put my money on LTG, to be honest. Because you know why? He constantly plays all of the new fighting games. That's what he's known for. Phil, you're not known for anything. You're known for being the fucking e-begging bitch that you are on the internet.
Beat his ass quickly and then be done with it and never speak about the guy again because he is a no-load loser. All right? The only reason that I want to beat his ass so bad is because he's talked shit about me many, many years and I never said a word about him. And then when I finally clapped back, he ran away and hid like the bitch he is.
You just
he only
did.
talks shit when it's a safe space for him. But he never would come out of that little comfort zone.
You don't talk about him. You're talking about him right now, you fucking dunce.
Actually face the man in the game. Instead, he deflects and he says dumb shit like, oh, you need to bench or squat a certain amount of weight. You need to work on your sexy. What the fuck does this have to do with playing me in Street Fighter? Like, what? It's the biggest redirect pussy
your
shit.
Sexy
it is. He just doesn't want to do it because he knows he will lose.
fucking
It's that simple. There's no other reason. It's not
shirts.
that he's not going to make money. He's not going to get attention for himself. He's not going to get... It's
That
because
you
he's going to lose.
probably
It's another
bought on
Vizant situation.
Goodwill.
When Jay Snyder beat this man in that hyped match at that tournament, he crushed his fucking nuts so hard. He neutered this dude. To the point where now this guy will not step up and face a real challenge. He'll only do things that are completely within his comfort zone safety.
So you aren't
he
a
knows he
fucking
can win. He
real
knows it's a controlled
challenge.
environment where he gets over. Then he'll do it. Outside of that, he will not take any challenge whatsoever. Okay? Zero. So here's the point, all right? I want to challenge him in Street Fighter and beat him because all these years he always said he's better than me in everything, every aspect of life, Street Fighter and life, everything, right?
I really
So I've had
don't
enough, and 2
think
years ago I
you would
challenged him,
have
and then
a
last year again I
chance
brought it up, and now this
against
year
him at
again I
Street
brought it up,
Fighter.
and he just keeps pussying out.
I
He'll never
really
accept it because he was
don't.
a cowardly pussy who knows he cannot beat me in Street Fighter, period. There's no other reason, there's no other excuse, there's no reason for him to have, oh, you need to raise 5K, no, 30K, you need to bench, you need to lift, you need to do this. It's all excuses. That's all it is. A way for him to get out, there's no justification for it, okay?
God.
Now, you're saying, well, Kino Casino said that they'll put up the $5,000 to see this match happen. That doesn't help. The point is, and he already said this, LTG already said this publicly. He said, give me 5K to do it because it's not a match, it's a collab. Because he doesn't want to actually play me for real. He wants to take a bag of money and run away with it and not care about the match. So if you just hand this man $5,000 to play me, I will decimate him, and then he'll walk away and not care and say he threw it, but I made the money. So
I
I'm the winner.
guarantee
That's
you
what he
he
wants
would
to do. He literally
decimate
wants
you.
to make 5K for nothing. He does not deserve 5K for nothing, and that just undermines the point of the match. I want to beat him and prove that I'm better than him in Street Fighter to all the morons out there who think that I suck. I don't. I'm about maybe
Like,
10
all
times
these
better
people in his
than LTG
fucking
in competitive
YouTube
fighting
chat
games.
are
There are ones
so,
that he'll be
like,
better than me. Alex, Street
dented
Fighter
to
5
the
I never
point where
played.
they're
Street Fighter 4 I
believing
barely
him.
played. But if I were to practice in Street Fighter 6, I would beat him. And if I were all classic fighting games, I will defeat him. He can't beat me in any classics at all. Okay? The only ones he can beat me are the ones he actively played a ton and I didn't. But anything that's equal ground, I will beat him. He sucks. Okay? Now I want to prove that for all the shit that people have talked over the years. If I beat LTG,
So equal
it's something
ground,
to talk
you
about.
want to
Maybe it'll
play
put some
him
more
in
attention
Street
on my fighting
Fighter
game content for a little bit. Certainly
in
it will give me some bragging
fucking
rights. It'll give a
SNK2
lot of stuff going on,
probably.
right? There you go. And it builds hype and it gets excitement and people will
Or
like the content.
CBS2,
Like I said,
whatever the
I
fuck,
believe if
the
we did
old
this
school.
Evo weekend during Evo broadcasting,
How about
our
this?
stream
How
of us
about
playing
you two
would
play
actually
fucking,
be a big event that would get tons of
you
views. It
know.
would benefit us both. We'd both make big views, big money. It would be a good
I
event
have
for
an
all of
idea.
us
I would
involved.
love to see
Okay?
these two play
It's
a
a
new
win-win,
fighting
except
game.
he can't get over
You
his
know,
ego
the new
that when I
Marvel
beat him,
one that's
he
coming
can't take
out,
the loss.
or
You understand? Just like when he lost to Jay
that
Snyder, he
neither
never
of them
recovered.
have done.
People since then he's been a joke because he is a joke. He sucks. He always has, you know. So he knows that he'll be another like joke level 2. And people are like, well, he won't gain anything if he wins. What do you mean? He'll gain the money. The point I'm making is if there's money put up,
none of
and we
his
have this
dents
challenge,
should be
all right,
talking
he
about
can win the money.
LTG either,
So if there's going to be a
because
situation
we're
here where I
just
play
as
LTG, it has to be
dented
this
as
simple.
it is.
Him versus me. And,
See,
you know, the win.
Look at this dude. Bookworm has it. LTG would never allow thousands of people to see him lose. Never. Like, yes, he loses on stream, but I guarantee you if these two played, they both would be trying their fucking heart. Like, they both have hate boners for each other. So, yes, they're gonna play to their heart's desire. And honestly, if LTG... I feel like LTG would have the upper hand over Phil, but at the same time, like, Phil could probably hold his own. Where to the point where I could see them splitting. I could see him going 5-5. Or it come down to be like best of 11 or something like that.
Winner wins a prize pot. That way, he has motivation to try to beat me. Do you understand? The problem is if you just do it and say, oh, just hand him the money, he won't try. He won't try to learn. He won't try to play or beat me. He'll just throw the match, take the money, and run away. And who fucking cares about that? That would literally be the most boring stream ever made. No one cares about seeing that. Everyone would feel cheated. The viewers would feel cheated. I would feel cheated. Kino Casino would feel cheated because it wasn't a real match. He just stole their money. We want a real match. That's what it has to be. It has to be he wins, he beats me.
Kino wouldn't feel cheated. Those motherfuckers would get $5,000 and just be like, yo, that's a typical Monday pitch.
And he earns the money, right? Then we'll have a real entertaining event where there's stakes involved. He has to actually learn and adapt and play. Then you'd have it, okay? But outside of that, he's never going to do it because he knows he loses. It's that simple. He knows he can't win. So rather than just admit it, what he should do is to say, I don't want to play a competitive match because I'm washed. I don't actually play fighting games seriously enough to win. So therefore, I refuse the match. We won't do that. Instead, his whole stick is on winning fighting games, and you know that's why I stream them 24/7. I mean, like 8 out of 10 streams he's playing fighting games, and he sucks. Wasn't there just a day he was playing? It was like he went 11 and 34. 11 and 34. Tell me the last time that I played a fighting game and I went 11 and 34. Good fucking God.
Phil, because you do lose because you fucking quit games and then get put into shit lobbies.
And he plays them all the time. It's not like me, who I casually play fighting games. This guy's playing them almost full time, and that's his fucking performance record. You see? So,
but also
point.
LTG is playing all the games that are being played right now. So he is playing all of, he's playing the games that all of the tryhards are playing. All the dudes that you play, Phil, when you do your Friday, Thursday, Wednesday night fights, where the fuck they are, it's just sweats that want to play you when, when a game comes around. That's it.
Right? You understand? I don't want to play the guy so he can make a bag and run away with it. I want to play him so that I can prove I'm better than him in an actual competitive match. I want him to have motivation to have to beat me, which means he has to actually win the set or win the challenge to get the bag of money. Now, I just take the money and run, and it's a worthless time for everybody. I don't know how people don't understand that. I don't know how you don't get that. And for people who say, well, he beat you in Street Fighter 4, you're right, I think. I don't even know because I don't think I've seen the match, but people say, you guys randomly played one match of Street Fighter 4 over a decade ago, and he beat you. Yes, I'm sure there's probably about 5,000 people who I've randomly played one match against online, and they beat me. I'm sure. Particularly Street Fighter 4, I played a literal ridiculous amount of content of that game because everyone liked it, and I made tons of money playing it, but I was never good at Street Fighter 4. I was never a tournament player. I never tried to be a tournament player. I was making casual sets called Madness Series online where I was trying to win with shitty characters like Hakan and Dan.
Really
and yes, there were serious sets too where I was trying to win, but I was never good at that game. Never did I even say I was. Right? So does that prove anything? A random one-off match against the guy over a decade ago in a game I wasn't good at and I wasn't competitive at? No. No, stupid. It doesn't mean anything.
So what he's saying is,
so here's what you do. You take all this information, you go back to Akina Casino, and you tell them the only way the match is happening is if he challenges or if he accepts my challenge, and he only wins money if he beats me. That way, he has to fucking play me for real. I'm not going to do any match or set against him where he just gets money for nothing, or else he's going to lose. He's going to throw the match and leave. Who would want the fuck to see that? Seriously, who would ever want to see that? Where everyone's just fucking faking it. No, you want to see a real competitive match, right? I was using M. Bison in that Street Fighter 4 set. Oh, dude, I was not good with M. Bison at all in Street Fighter 4. My best characters in Street Fighter 4, first it was Blanca, then it was Balrog for a bit, then it was like Ryu. Zangief I was really good with for a bit, because Zangief was quite good in that game for a while in one of the iterations. And then by the time that... I think the last time I actually tried to play the game competitively or learn the game was Super Street Fighter 4. When they went past that, because I think there was Arcade Edition, and then there was like another 2 versions, I was just fucking with the game. I didn't care anymore. I was just, new version came out, okay, I'll play it, let's play the new characters, mess around and make content with it, and then I'd be on to the next game. I didn't really care.
2, Super
and Bison, I never actually learned in Street Fighter 4. Never. I don't know. Dark Chaos says, do you think if you challenge LTG to Tekken 8, would he accept? I don't know. Obviously, I haven't played Tekken 8 in a year and a half. Like, I feel like when we were both actively playing Tekken 8 when it first came out, I was better than him. I mean, my Yoshimitsu was fucking pretty good. But then I didn't realize he started in the fucking losers bracket. I mean, you're talking like I would have to really work my butt off to relearn the game. Plus, the game has changed completely, right? Like, they rebalanced it, they changed the way it works.
I didn't realize that.
Like, see, if you were to say, let's do a match in Street Fighter, right? I could probably do a few streams practicing Street Fighter 6, and I'd already be better than him. Like, seriously, it would just take a few streams of me sprucing up my game. I know I would be better than him. I'd be able to whoop his ass. Classic Street Fighter, I don't even have to practice. Right now, I could boot up Marvel 2, Third Strike, CVS 2, and literally whoop his fucking ass. Like, there's no challenge there whatsoever. The challenge would be in Street Fighter 6 because he actively plays that, and I don't, okay? But a few streams that I could probably get up to snuff. But Tekken, man, that would be a rough one because I'd have to really play and relearn the game from the ground up since they rebalanced it and changed the gameplay mechanics. That would be a daunting task. That would be a lot of streams of work. So I don't know about that one. And for the record, LTG is the only guy I'm interested in playing a match like that against. You can stop at the nonsense. People are spamming, would you play this guy? Would you play that guy? No, shut up. Stop fucking trying to derail and go to other off-topic things. The thing is, in the case of LTG versus DSP, this is a match that everyone wants and has asked for years and years. Everyone calls him the White DSP. My name was being dropped during the rivalry between Jay Snyder and LTG.
You can't even get that right. The White DSP. It's the fucking Black DSP, Phil. Like, you're the White LTG. That's essentially what that is.
I was involved somehow, even though I wasn't there, right? That's the match. No other nonsensical matches are even other consideration. They're all fucking waste of time. Nobody cares about that. Oh, excuse me, the Black DSP. I said the White DSP. Okay, I misspoke. I meant to say that people called him the White DSP. Or excuse me, I can't even do it. I can't even say it. People were calling LTG the Black DSP. That's what they were saying back then. Now, let's talk about last night. So here, yesterday, I played
Oh
Mafia in the Old
yeah,
Country all day,
let's talk
right?
about last
First stream did very well.
night.
First stream, we had a great time. Chill podcast coming back from my break, and then hanging out and playing. We had a good time, right? Then all of a sudden, last night, I have no clue what happened. Last night was the better portion of the gameplay that I did of Mafia. There was all kinds of action. There was a crazy driving sequence where you're jumping from cars to horses, you're shooting people. It's crazy action. Then there was a fun segment with a bunch of stealth, but then a bunch of shootouts in action. Okay, it actually was very exciting. I liked last night's stream. The game got much better. Attendance was awful. Like, we had less than 200 people on YouTube
I feel like
watching.
this will probably be out on Wednesday, so yesterday I had 5 gifted subs
and like 2 super chats, and we made like $30 all night. And I was like, what the hell happened? How does the first stream do so well? And the second stream, which is the same game, and actually even better,
tomorrow,
right? Than the first stream. How does it do so bad?
Today.
Same game, only better. Same person play. You explain it.
Yeah,
Can't, right? So
last video,
at this point, you get to the point where it's like, there's going to be times when things, can't, they just don't go well, and I don't think I can really control it.
This?
But at the same time, I do have to try to make decisions based on what works and what doesn't. So we are going to continue
about how
with Mafia later in the week tomorrow, right? I'm doing it as the day stream tomorrow. Hopefully, since it'll be the day stream, and since it'll be a podcast as well, it'll do well. But I'm not going to be doing full days of gameplay like that. Like, I did a full day of Donkey Kong Bonanza. That didn't work. I did a full day of Mafia. That didn't work. So, like they say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. If I keep doing this and it doesn't work, it's my fault. So I'm just not going to do the whole days anymore. Even on release day, I'm not going to do a whole day of gameplay of one game anymore.
Yeah, so TLDR, when he doesn't make money, it's because of the game. It's not because his dents just gave him almost $1,100 within the last, 2 streaming days.
Or I'm just going to do the one stream, and I'm going to swap over to other stuff, and that way we get the variety that you guys want. Okay? So I hope that today's stream of Death Stranding 2 and tonight's stream of American Truck Sim will do well. It sucks coming back and having a great stream and then a bad stream. You know what I mean? So
you had a marathon.
You guys will join these streams and hang out with me during the gameplay and support them. So let's get some support right now to start the stream. Who's going to be our first contributor? I've been hanging out with you guys for over half an hour. Let's get some support. Who's going to be our first super chat? Who's going to be our first tip? Who's going to be the first gifted sub over on Kick? Let's go. First contribution of the day. Now let's get our first tip of the day, and let's get our first sub of the day.
God damn.
Sarah says, is it harder to enjoy gaming when you have to constantly think about money and support for your business? You can't play and enjoy a game you want, any game you want. Sarah, I've been doing this for a living since 2011. I literally have not played video games for just fun since 2011. 14 years. And
Bullshit. You literally were playing Clear Obscura for fun because you weren't hitting goals on that. You played Blueprints for fun because you weren't hitting goals on that. When you did, let's put it this way. When you were doing your goal was $50, that was essentially you playing games for fun.
And in the 14 years that this has been my job, I have played way more and enjoyed games way more than before. Why? Because it's my job, it allows me to play more games. Do you see? Now, you're right. I don't have the flexibility to play absolutely anything I want at any given moment, but it does allow me to play way more games than if I had to have a full-time job.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And also, Phil, before you go on about having a full-time job, I have a full-time job. I work 45 hours a week. I still actually play just as many, if not more games than you do. Let's put it this way, Phil. You stream usually 4 to 6 days a week on occasions. You do 2 streams a day. So in reality, if you do a different game every day, you could be playing 10 different games a week. But you're not. You aren't, Bill. I'll pull up your shit for this week. You are still playing fucking Death Stranding 2, American Truck Sim. You still haven't beat Donkey Kong, which I 100%ed already. Within, the first 2 weeks of it being out. I mean, this is the 3rd week it's out now, and you still aren't done with it.
Job outside of streaming, then I wouldn't have time to game at all or very little. So, no. Having this as my job actually allows me to play more games. The truth is, no one ever fully has control of their destiny because you have, sadly, things you have to worry about in life, like how do I make ends meet? How do I pay my bills? How do I provide for my family? Those are things that are just common things among humans. The only people who don't have to think about that are rich bitches who get everything handed to them by their parents or families.
You are getting shit handed to you by your fucking dents. Your dents are handing shit to you.
So, sadly,
fucking Mega
unless
Man
you're a rich
band
bitch with a silver spoon in your mouth, you have to work like everybody else out there, which means you just don't get full freedom over what you do with your life. That's the human condition. All right, come on. Let's get some support for the stream. Let's go. Before we start with Death Stranding, let's get some momentum going here, besides one super chat.
I would rather
Let's get, like I said, what's up? Our first tip.
have to work
Let's get
a
the sub on kick. Let's get
40-hour
something
job
going. Let's get some initial support.
than
Sign up
have
for 24 of
to
support and
beg
climbing.
my way
Still no
through
tips. Waiting for our first tip of the day here.
making a living
So we're 29
like
bucks of
this
support
motherfucker
as we head
does.
into the game. Please, let's get some support rolling. Let's hit the goal today because I barely made anything on.
Also, can we talk about this? He is at episode 9 for Death Stranding. Oh, that's my phone. And he is at 34 hours. And I'm guessing that's 72% of the game done.
On last night's entire stream, which
I
really
haven't
sucked.
played Death
So
Stranding
please, let's
yet,
hit the goal on this stream
but
today. We're already doing Truck Sim at night, and Truck Sim has historically done very well, hitting goals every single time we've ever played the game. So today should be a great day, and it should get us very much closer to DSP tries it. I want to get to 7 out of 10 goals by the end of today. So let's go.
I got the drip, go. I got the drip, go. I got the drip, go.
how long is Death Stranding 2?
I got the drip, go. I got the drip, go.
When focusing on the main objectives, Death Stranding 2 on the beach is about 34 hours in length. If you're a gamer that strives to see all aspects of the game, you're likely to spend 115 hours to obtain 100% completion. So how many chapters or episodes? There is 17 fucking episodes in this. I don't know why I just clicked over that. There are 17 fucking episodes. So he is barely halfway through the game right now. God damn. But yeah, with that said, I would like to thank you all for watching. Yeah. So next video, will definitely probably not be a fill video. So yeah, I hope you enjoy what I have planned. But yeah, with that said, I'd like to thank you all for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.